Greetings, my friends, to Matthew's North Korean Cooking Show. This is the most wholly unanticipated cooking show of the 2018 season, and I am glad that you are here. Now, what I'd like to do this morning is demonstrate to you what the average North Korean eats on a daily basis, both in terms of what they eat, how much they eat, and the total caloric values that it represents. Now, most of you are aware of the fact that the international community placed sanctions on North Korea, an embargo. Because of this, half of the nation, or more than half of the nation actually, they don't have jobs, income-producing jobs. Now, because they don't have jobs, they're not making money, and because they're not making money, they can't buy the food that they need in order to survive. So, what is it that the average North Korean can look forward to when it comes to their mealtime? Here it is in front of me. In this container here I have white rice. Now the average North Korean eats rice, and right now they have about 1 cup available to them per day. And so what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the scale here, and we're going to measure 1 cup of rice into this bowl and find out the total weight of the rice, so we can determine there are 5 ounces. So this is what the average North Korean depends on a daily basis, 5 ounces of rice. And this is about 300 to 350 calories. 350 calories in white rice. Now, they don't eat their rice plain, they garnish it with a couple of different things. I'd like to show you a couple of those things that they do garnish their food with. One is kimchi. Kimchi is fermented cabbage. They usually make this in the fall after harvest, and if it's stored in a jar like this in a cool place, it lasts all winter. Now, one of the things that they add to kimchi is red pepper. Now, red pepper spices it up and adds a nice little taste to the kimchi. Now, kimchi is good for you, actually. It has a lot of healthy bacteria. It's good for your digestion. So it's an important part of their diet, but it doesn't represent anything in terms of calories. Now, the other thing that they add to their diet is seaweed. And so they will sprinkle a little bit of seaweed on the rice, accompany it with the kimchi, and this is what they have to look forward to in terms of a meal every day. This represents their entire caloric intake per day, 350 calories. Now, what do they drink? North Koreans are tea drinkers, and most of the time they drink like a barley tea. It's loose, it's not in a container like this, and they drink a few cups of it per day. I'm not particularly partial to barley tea. To me, it's kind of bland, but that's what they drink. And then if they can't afford barley tea, then they resort to tree bark. So, tree bark. Now, there's no calories in tree bark. There's no calories in tea. They certainly don't have sugar available to them. They can't sweeten it up. There's no calories in seaweed. There's no calories to speak of in kimchi. So the only caloric intake that they're getting here is rice. Now, on an occasion, if they're able to, they can add tofu, or maybe just a little fish. But the protein that they might add into their diet amounts to maybe about 1 ounce of protein per day. So I hope that this gives you an idea of what the average North Korean can look forward to on a daily basis.